Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack. And the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. We believe we've got a great one in store today. And when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Got his man quickly. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud, make it real difficult on our opponent.
On the move, it's Hubbard. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years. Foundation, the running game.
Don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will bounce on you and seize momentum.
On third down, going up top. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It really doesn't matter how big a boy you are. You can be huge out there wide receiver like that guy is. If you don't set your feet first, you're not going to be accurate accurate with the throw. You can't make sure you give that wide receiver a chance to win a jump ball if you don't get those feet set first.
Flips it out to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Quarterback on the keeper. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
There's an example of the offense taking advantage of all the attention the defense is giving this outstanding running back. Remember, he's one of the best in the game. They're expecting him to get the football. So the quarterback says, you know what? I'll just keep it. No one's keying on me. I'm going to get upfield and find an explosive play.
Lost the throw on first down. Going to try to get it himself. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down. And
got a lot of room to the right. Past the 10, and he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now it throws. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And he intercepts it. Got some room to run. The 20. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking down the middle. Fires and picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Quick strike complete. space. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Defensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He's looking to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
Looking to scramble. And the ball is intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, hey, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done, too.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Buys a little time with his feet. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Sometimes you're hesitant to use your quarterback as a runner, not when your quarterback runs like this.
You dang right. I'm going to use him. I'm going to use him early and often. The dude can run so well, can make you miss. Do you worry about him getting dinged up throughout a game? Sure, but when you can do things like that, it makes your offense so much stronger.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the
afterburners coming. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff he can't coach. You saw it on that play.
This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progressions.
Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Balls at the 13.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
On third down, the jet sweep as they try to move the chains. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And these jet sweeps used to be plays where you ran to try to trick them and get out wide and make big plays. But now, short yardage situations, you start to pack it in tight. Okay, I'll go out wide. I'll pick up my 5 to 10 yards and make it easy and get me a first down.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this offense to continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Here comes the 2-point try. Quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hubbard. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. Still running at the 40. The expressway is wide open. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Baird is trying to bash it forward. He got a couple. It's down at the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to the ground. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Trying to punch it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Texas A&M overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from College Station, these Aggies got to be thrilled with this result. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adapting. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. After the missed connection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Floating away. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
After 40, there he goes. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And that pass intercepted. Bringing it back. Ripping through the defense. The 10. Touchdown LSU. How about that D coming up with a play like that? They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Excellent field position here for the offense.
42 Spider! 42 Spider!
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get that ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get it.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Tigers! Lining up to add another. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
You just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Comes out throwing on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. And he's got it at the 25. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. On to attempt the try. And it's up and good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hubbard. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. Coming out with it, it's Hubbard. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone.
22, do not get to the 22.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the third. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Looking down the left side. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out of the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Getting some heat. Gets away. Now adjusting. Had to throw it before he wanted. is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They picked up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this offense by breaking tackles.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's DeMarco. He's brought down solid. Pickup a little bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the game.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On the option. Pulls his way forward. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Now on the option. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Does this head coach not believe in punting? Does he think punting's against the rules? On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got it past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And you knew he was going to take a step back because you can't throw the ball for over 80% a season. Like, that's ridiculous. Last week he was on fire, but this week, man, he's freezing cold. And he's got to find something to get this offense going. But right now, just off target. Somebody needs to step up, make a play, and maybe get a spark for this offense.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Steps away. Gets rid of it. And he's thrown another interception. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Looking for the end zone. And And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
You simply don't see that very often. The quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quickly out to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Quarterback extends the play. That's it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. It's a draw. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Tigers! And the beatdown has ensued.
And I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Walter. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's going to run it. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a 1st down.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Fires to the middle. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? They want that clock to run. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. They've already gone for it a couple of times on fourth down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a third. Fires to the big fella. He's got room. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. LSU with the 1st and 10 here.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll leave it with the lone back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Movement here from the tight end. He'll keep it himself. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Do better than this.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
And I think on that 3rd down and short ball, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
The field goal is no good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat, face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.